go!
Joe!
It is time for another One Piece video. We got it! Loki's transformation is indeed a dragon, and now I'm just wondering, but how the hell do we lose here? Is it possible to even lose with Luffy and Loki on our side?
It seems like that would be very difficult for us to lose. But I was feeling like this on Elbaph as well, Sai. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like we had a stacked squad. I felt like we had 12 people coming off the bench, Sai, and they barely had a starting five, you know? I think it's starting to feel that way. I felt like we just signed a massive free agent, and they're just holding on. And they're barely holding on, actually. And so I think at this point, it's overwhelming, and we need Shamrock back. We need Shamrock here, Si. That's the only thing. Unless Emu can possibly get past the Soul King. Maybe then, Si.
Dude,
They have a chance.
He's become the Vista of Elbaph. Like, he's just over here clashing with the world's strongest Void Century monster. And people are like, yo, like, can Emu even get past Brook right now? Like, is it possible? Does Luffy and Loki even see Gunko in this arc?
Well, we just got Loki the Destroyer and Luffy the Sun God. They just pulled up. And all the nightmares are getting wiped out. Who do they have left? Are you telling me Loki's going to fight Sommers and Luffy's going to fight killing him? What's happening here, Sai? Unless Emu can call on like a world dragon or something. Or, I mean, well, there's one way.
Domi
that
Reversy?
Can turn the tides. You Domi Reversy,
More
Loki.
Domi Reversy, exactly what everybody wants. Yeah.
Oh yeah. How about this? Domi Reversy, Loki, and Luffy. Let's do it.
Oh, there we go.
Also, Sai, you know, because we have to think about this. Have we seen Zoro since it looked like he was about to get Domi Reversi'd?
We haven't seen any of the Straw Hats this chapter.
We have not seen any of the Straw Hats. So what if Zoro's Domi Reversi'd? And we cannot forget about the Ryuma legend. Okay? Ooh. So you want Loki, hey, be careful. Be careful, Loki, because if Zoro got Domi Reversi'd, he might have to cut a dragon out of the sky, man. I don't know, man. Be very careful.
I don't even know what we do at that plot point. Like, what? Zoro gets Domi Reversi'd, and he fights Loki, and then Luffy goes off to fight maybe Emu? Is that what we're talking about here?
It's just, it feels like they have nobody to fight.
Yeah.
It feels like it's just overwhelming. Unless
Saint Sommers is just that guy.
What if Sommers can put thorns around like Loki's neck and like walk him and chain him like a dog?
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I do not think Saint Sommers can do it. I mean, hell, the kids have thorns on them in this chapter. The kids fall on Luffy, and he just says, "Oh, guys, you're poking me." Luffy does not care about the thorns, and I don't think Loki would care either. Like, it would be prickly, yeah, but I don't think Saint Sommers can actually fight these guys. Like, genuinely, I think Luffy could beat Sommers in maybe one hit, and Loki could do the same. And then there's killing him, and I feel like he'd also get mollywopped as well. Like, and Emu, sure, I think Emu could fight Luffy and Loki, but Emu's fighting an internal battle with Gunko right now over control over the body, so I just feel like the villains have no chance. Unless Emu just shows out really well, I think they're losing. Badly.
It's tough. It's tough because this has kind of been One Piece for a while where, I mean, I guess in Onigashima, it felt like, felt balanced because Big Mom was there.
Yeah.
So that was something, insurmountable we had to overcome. But in Egghead, it didn't feel like they had a chance. Even with all the Gorosei there, it was like, the Giants are holding off some of the Gorosei. It didn't feel like the Straw Hats were in trouble. That Buster Call was not moving me. In this one, with what we have, I don't know. Maybe this arc was never about the resistance, but we cannot rule out Emu. Okay, I think that's something we have to factor in. Is that the world government, they've been in control. They've been in control this entire time. So they're the favorites. And Emu is at the head of that. So who knows what Emu can do here? I say this, the last thing I want and the only thing that can possibly stop Loki is Dome Reversy. But it would be absolutely terrible.
That'd be so foul, man. I don't want that to happen.
If Loki gets Dome Reversied, I might lose it.
Am I going through like Domi Reversy fatigue? Maybe.
I think we're already there.
Yeah,
I think we're already there.
It's not bad. I'm sure it's gonna play a big role in the final war because obviously Emu needs an army to fight the world off. So I feel like we're gonna see more and more Domi Reversy, but it just feels like a band-aid fix. Like, oh, the enemies are losing, let's just Domi Reversy Loki. It's like, nah, man. We just got him.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes from here because Loki can't even attack Elbaph. Right? Like,
yeah.
With the sheer size that he has, he can't even do that. So, if anything, he says, "Get off my back so I can fight." Fight who? Who are you trying to fight? There's nobody for you to fight.
Is he going immediately to Emu?
He's going immediately to Mary Joa. How does Shanks stop him? I don't know.
Do you think Luffy could beat him?
Luffy said he could, right?
Luffy said he could, but that was before Luffy saw him fight. But then then again, I'm sure you can like sense how strong somebody is even if they're chained up. Like, oh yeah, like, he's probably this strong, give or take.
That's always a weird one for me because, like in Marineford, where I feel like Mihawk should be able to sense how strong people are, but he still kind of attacked Whitebeard. Oh, was he too far away?
It's too far away.
Okay.
It was too far away. He had to really just gauge it.
I think, didn't Rayleigh do that for the entire island?
Sort of. You're probably like Ruskaina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, oh yes, there's 500 living animals on this island. They're all pretty strong. Stronger than you, Luffy, actually. One of them just had breakfast.
And is digesting right now.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just sensed it with my observation hockey.
Yeah, I don't think he's that much better than the clairvoyant. So I don't know. It could be just like a inconsistent thing, but it's One Piece. Observation hockey is the most inconsistent hockey, so it is what it is.
Yeah, sometimes you can see and predict everything that's coming. Other times it's like, it's not turned on right now.
Yeah, Luffy still gets scared. Like I said, the worst thing when it comes to Future Sight that annoyed me in Wano was when I think was it Gazelle Man or Speed? They stole Tama from Luffy and Zoro.
Oh yeah.
Was it Speed?
I think it was Speed.
Or Gazelle Man.
I think it was Speed.
I was like, what? I was like, come on, there's no way. There's no way, man. But like I said, it's not a passive ability. So, you gotta have it on at all times, but only there's only a select few that typically do that. So
yeah, if Emu was not like, fighting an internal battle against Gunko, do you think that Emu would be able to win? Beat Luffy and Loki? Because you gotta remember, Saturn was possessed by Emu, and it's hard to say that Emu won, but Emu tanked everything and was just chilling.
Oh, you're talking about against Roger and...
Yeah, and all them, yeah. Like, Emu didn't really fight. He just tanked everybody's blow, Domi Reversed and left. Do you think Emu would be able to win an actual battle here against Luffy and Loki?
No. I think Luffy could be. I mean, we saw how Emu looked after Emeth released that hockey knot. You know, so I think that's in a situation like this where Luffy is essentially Joy Boy's, you know, I don't want to say reincarnation, but carrying on his will. He could have some effect on Emu. So I don't think Emu can win here. I do think there are ways in which you can have Emu hold off Loki and Luffy, but I think more than anything, I'm looking forward to. I want to see how Oda keeps up with the scale of all this and the scale of everything going on. How do you consistently draw this, Oda? I think what he's going to try to do is probably avoid. He's going to try to avoid Loki in like his full form as much as possible, because he's like, this is crazy. But he wanted this. He wanted this panel. He wanted this reaction. He wanted us to see Loki in all his glory. But I don't think we're going to see Loki in his full form that much.
Yeah, until we get something the same size as Loki to fight him. Like, going back to the mural, right? I think a lot of people are under the assumption, rightfully so, that the monster atop the Atom Tree is Loki. Because the horns match, dragon, yeah, it's all there. And in that mural, it was fighting this divine hellfire serpent. So maybe Emu can spawn that in, which I think would be really cool. Like, Emu's like, okay, I don't want to fight Loki. Here, fight my pet snake instead. Like, I think that'd be dope. Like, maybe it pops out of the magic book that Emu has. So it's not like a 1v2. It's a 2v2 instead.
Oh, man. That's cool. Because what came to mind was Harry Potter.
Okay. Oh, was that the second movie? It was the Chamber of Secrets, yeah.
Chamber of Secrets. I think that's the first one.
Okay. I thought the first one was the Philosopher's Stone.
No, Sorcerer's Stone. No, Sorcerer's Stone is the fir's one.
Okay.
You're right. For Sorcerer's Stone, I think Chamber of Secrets was the second one.
Gotcha. That sounds right.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, right?
I think so. And there's like Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire.
No, Chamber of Secrets.
A lot of them, dude.
Wait. What?
Yeah, I don't know the order, man. I haven't, been keeping up with my Harry Potter lore. Sorry, guys.
Sorcerer's Stone was the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one was Chamber of Secrets.
There we go.
But the Basilisk was real. I loved the Basilisk.
Maybe we get it here.
So he can petrify you and everything.
Maybe not like petrify, but it has like fire powers. Because I think it's shooting fire in the mural, or it's shooting something that looks like fire, like a laser beam almost.
Well, something had to petrify it if it is this great serpent, because a lot of people are speculating that this serpent is the Red Line.
I don't mind that theory. I don't hate it.
It's so many variables to it, though.
Yeah, it's just so big. Like, that is literally a world serpent, because it wraps around the entire blue planet. Serpent.
Jörmungande.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it could be, again, it wraps around the planet. What made this? What controls this, if this is the case? Is it just Emu? Because the Red Line is described as a bunch of islands basically connected, and then we know of oars and the continent pullers, etc. So it's like, what is this really something that's alive, or does somebody have a power that could bring something like that to life? So it's just, and then things have been fed devil fruits before, but something on that scale seems impossible. But I'm looking at Loki's form. That's as big as the world. I'm like,
we're going to need something as big as Loki to keep it busy.
We need something to match it.
Yeah, we need something to match it.
I think here's what all Oda has to do for Loki. No matter what the page, no matter what the scene is, just make him the biggest thing. And the scaling is what the scaling is. As long as he's the biggest thing there, it's not going to matter. And whatever it is, just have it match him in size.
But lest we forget, there's also the monster on the left side of the mural, which a lot of people believe is Emu. And that is as big, if not bigger,
pretty large.
than Loki.
Okay, there's some
We're
good
just
to
getting
Loki
bigger and
and some
bigger,
bad.
man. Big piece.
There's some good and bad. There's some good and bad because Loki looks really cool. I'm happy he's here. Thank you for coming. But
Emphasis
I don't
on
like kaiju
come.
battles. Heavy emphasis. But I don't like kaiju battles.
Yeah. I think a majority of people don't like kaiju battles. I don't think that's like a rare thing. Unless it's done well, and there's like a lot of good speed there. I think kaiju battles are typically just, frowned upon.
Attack on Titan does it well. I think Kaiju number 8 had some decent moments with kaiju battles. And then, I don't know if this counts as kaiju battles, but Gundam? Does that count?
Yeah, it counts.
But Gundam is like, epic. So it's just, it can be done well, but it hasn't been done well in One Piece. Like,
not yet.
I did not enjoy. Not yet. Doesn't mean it can't be done well. But so far, what's the best kaiju battle in One Piece?
We don't have any.
Was it Dorian Brogy versus Kid Ship?
I mean, I guess there's like Dorian Brogy versus Warcudi, but that was like quick though. That was like one hit and it just ran away.
And that wasn't good. It was it was just a clash. So it was just like, yeah, hey Oda, prove me wrong.
Yeah, prove us wrong. But I'm like, that's the thing. We're rooting for One Piece.
Of course.
We're rooting for One Piece.
But then I'm thinking of kaiju battles, and then I'm thinking of San Juan Wolf. What can San Juan Wolf really do? Like, what do you expect from San Juan Wolf?
Nothing. He's a fat loser.
So he's just gonna grab, right? He seems like a grabber.
Yeah.
Just a lot of wrestling.
He might just grab things and just call it a day. Yeah, he doesn't have like a sword, I think, at least, I
didn't see any.
I didn't see him using hockey.
Unless he picks it up in Wano.
His hands are really like just a bunch of kielbasa sausages attached to each other. Like it's just really meaty too. Like I feel like the precision is just not even there.
I don't expect any precision. So I don't know what Oda does here, because if Loki's fighting against whatever this serpent is, let's say it's the red line coming to life, that doesn't make for a very logical experience, because again, the red line stretches across the world and that comes to life. I mean, that's absolutely crazy, unless a part of it is the snake.
Yeah, we gotta reduce the size.
Gotta reduce the size. But then Loki is fighting, they have to be fighting in another place, but then Mary Jaw is atop the red line. So are they fighting, right? Let's say the serpent does include Mary Jaw. Are they fighting whilst people is on top of their fighting as well? I mean, it's like
Zunisha, right? Back? People are fighting on top of Zunisha, and Zunisha's just walking.
And Zunisha's fighting Jack.
Yeah.
It's just tough. It's just really tough, just because of just the logistics of it. But I just hope the kaiju battles are good. That's all.
I hope it's not like Tot Musica, where it's just like a big guy that just stands there and takes attacks. Because that was awful. I loved Film Red. I liked seeing everybody go all out. But my God, Tot Musica, he just stood there and took every blow sent to a man. It's like the God Knights are like, but they regenerate, Sai. But dude, you don't have to take every hit just because you regenerate. You can still dodge. Don't get hit, man. Like, it's like Majin Buu. Yeah. Majin Buu regenerates, but guess what? Majin Buu also tries not to get hit half the time. Nobody wants to get hit.
Like, just because you can heal from like herpes, you still wear a condom.
Yeah, you still want to play it safe. Like, just because I recover from the flu doesn't mean I don't get the flu.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't want it, even though it can go away.
Maybe Inu has like a miniature version of the serpent, like a piece of it that didn't die that day. He's like, oh, here we go. Like, I've been waiting to use this thing, and then he just whips it out. Because, that magic book of his, it did spawn in a massive shotgun. So maybe he spawns in a massive monster to fight Loki. I don't think we've seen enough from Inu's bag of tricks yet. I think there is a chance, not saying that the God Knights are going to win, but I think there's a chance where the God Knights leave this island. Okay, maybe not the God Knights, but Emu leaves this island still looking like an absolute menace. Because at the end of the day, even if he's nerfed, he's still the final villain, or one of the final villains if you believe it's Blackbeard. We can't have him looking like a clown here. I think he's going to go out on a high note.
Yeah,
it's just
you
hard
have to
imagine.
protect the final villain. Yeah, you have to protect the final villain in some way and make him keep his aura. Because the last thing we want is to go into the final battle like, yeah, we already beat him. Like, he can't stop Loki.
Just send Brook his way. He's done.
Right. So maybe Emu can turn large as well, even in Gunko's body, but then that means Gunko would die. You know, something like that. But I agree with you. You have to protect the investment. So no, I think I agree with you. I think Emu's gonna look fine coming out of this. Because Emu just has to. Unless Emu just gets kicked out. You know? Via some other reasons. Like Brook kicked Emu out, so you know, it doesn't look as bad, but then we know Emu's weakness for sure would be the Soul King. You know, I know you don't love the Soul King like that, but yeah.
I love the Soul King. I wish Brook the best. I always say it. He needs more screen time. He needs more feats. I am down for it. I believe that to be the case for every Straw Hat. Make me a believer.
Yeah, I mean, you know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Brook rank as far as your favorite Straw Hats?
It's neither bottom. I'd say like bottom 3. No, bottom 4. Yeah. What about you?
So,
and that's because there's a lot of good Straw Hats. Hear me out. You know, it sounds bad when I say it out loud, but when you really rank all the Straw Hats like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somebody's got to be at the bottom of the list. That's just kind of how it is. There's no avoiding that. Like, oh, it sounds bad that he's last place. Well, who's your last place? Know what I mean?
Okay, you're right. That's tough. Bottom 3? Ooh,
who's your top?
I mean,
I think we have the same top, right?
Yeah, we could have the same top.
Yeah, like I like Zoro, Sanji, Robin. I think they're my go-to top 3 Straw Hats.
No.
Oh.
I have a different top.
Who's your top?
Frankie, Robin, Usopp.
You are a goddamn liar. You do not have Usopp in your top 3. You do not have Frank in your top 3. Robin, I could believe.
Why not?
I've heard you talk so much mess about those two characters day in and day out. I refuse to believe you actually like them.
I speak so much mess because I expect a lot out of them, you know? I have them.
Oh, so you like them more than your guy Zoro. Don't you have like a Zoro tattoo? No. Yeah, you got like the 3 sword style tattooed on you somewhere. I know it.
That's insane.
Way of the Samurai.
No, I like Zoro, but you know, he's become pretty mundane post-time skip. He's just been like a caricature of a edgy swordsman. So he's fallen to 8th on my list.
8th place out of 10, yeah. Yeah, Zoro's at the bottom.
You know, times have changed.
Yeah,
and,
times have changed.
I think next week the Soul King might break into my top 3, man.
Who's your bottom 3?
So wait on it.
So Zoro is one of them.
Yeah.
Who else?
Sanji and Luffy.
Okay, yeah, you're just joking. That is a foul bottom 3. And you know, the thing is, it's subjective, right? Everybody has their tastes and preferences. I refuse to believe you have Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji the bottom 3. Who's your real bottom 3?
Why they can't be bottom 3? Because they're strong, because they're massive hunks.
Yeah.
Is that why?
Exactly.
Okay, my bottom 3 is Usopp, Chopper, probably Jinbei.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. Because he's a fish. I'm not sure.
I don't know if I have Jinbei that low. Jinbei's good.
No.
Jinbei, remember the moments before he joined the crew. Remember the moments before he joined the crew, though. Don't remember the fireman memes.
But now, he's a fireman.
He is.
Sorry, we don't need a fireman.
I saw somebody sent you an image of Jinbei in firefighter clothes.
I retweeted it.
Yeah, it's something, dude. It's something.
And because somebody said it in the stream, it's like, yo, Jinbei was so cool before he joined the crew. Now he's our fireman. And I couldn't unsee it.
I mean, that's all he does. Dude, the school and the library is on fire. Honestly, I think he might just go put out the fires at this point. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, that's just his gimmick. Like, whenever we think about 1v1s, nobody's been talking about Jinbei. You know, we're like, oh, you know, Sanji, Summers, Zoro killing him. Nobody says, oh, Jinbei's going to fight this guy. No, nobody's done that.
Oh, he could just fight one of the nightmares.
Just one of the nightmares? He's a warlord, dude.
Was a warlord, Sai. Was a warlord.
Now he's a washed up has-been,
He's not dead anymore. Now he's a fireman, okay?
Yeah,
Just give him something to do. But no, Jinbei, he can't be bottom 3. I'd have him higher than that. I think it's recency bias with me having Brook so high, because when Brook locks in, he's like one of my favorites. So if I had to go, it's Usopp, Chopper, Frankie, Jinbei.
I have the exact same list. And I'm not copying you because I said Frankie before Brago said Frankie. Go back and check that. But yeah, I agree. I mean, Usopp, I don't like the cowardice gimmick. Him, like, joking around is one thing. Just the fact that he actually doesn't fight much and doesn't show up well, that's my thing.
What does he even do?
What does he even do, man? And the thing is, I'm expecting him to do something. Like, I hope by the end of Elbaph, my rankings will change. But right now, it is what it is, right? All of these can change within a week. Like you said Brook was in your bottom 3, but this last chapter, man, it brought him up. See, it's like the stock market. One day these characters are up, one day they're down.
Not for Usopp. I think what's gonna happen is, you know, you just saying I expect him to do something. That's One Piece fans at the end of the story. Like, we're now in the intermission before Two Piece, and people are like, I expect Usopp to do something. Just wait. Just wait. He's gonna be the warrior of the sea. The story's not over. Part 2 of One Piece coming, guys.
It's like me with my Ange theory. Just never give up. Never give up hope.
Just never give up. Yeah, if you never give up hope, you only lose when you stop trying.
If we end One Piece without Usopp getting anything good, I think that would be like a genuine thing to think about, right? Like, Two Pieces around the corner, and it's like, oh, like maybe after this 20-year time skip, Usopp owns Elbaph. Usopp is actually a Yonko in Two Piece.
I think, okay, if Usopp's a Yonko in One Piece, then we're going to question the legitimacy of the Yonko position.
People are already doing that with Buggy. People see Buggy, they're like, it doesn't matter.
Do you rather Usopp do something really radical or really rad? Or do you rather Usopp get his dad back?
Radical. I don't care about
the reunite with his father.
Thing. I think the dad thing will be really nice, but it's like I want Usopp to just be cool, man.
You want to be happy?
I mean, that's the thing, though. You know, people are saying, it's not his character to be cool. It's like, fine. Then I guess I'll just never like him at that point. I want him to look awesome, man. I want him to look good, have a good fight, show out, you know, show off his willpower, maybe tap back into observation hockey when he remembers he has that. And then now, like, you know, it's the thing is, you know, going back to the beginning of the video, like, we were talking about it, like, oh, Luffy and Loki might just clear house. Like, one shot's Killingham, one shot Sommers. Emu, definitely a problem. So, you know, we can't really say that's a one shot. But with those opponents going down just to these guys here, what is Usopp going to eat? He's picking up crumbs.
What if he rides Loki?
Usopp rides Loki?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I had a theory about that a long time ago. Rides him into the sunset. I thought that Usopp and Loki would be like best friends. They haven't even talked yet. And another person who hasn't talked to Loki is Nami. I think I'm looking forward to the Nami interaction. funny enough.
I think he's going to find Nami hot.
No, so, you know, in Whole Cake, I got to the plot point where they mentioned, you know, Loki was in love with Lola. Love at first sight is what they called it. Loki was head over heels for her, and he wanted to marry her. So much so that, you know, he noticed when they tried to swap her for her, like, twin sister. And nobody heard that story except for Nami. Nami was the only one who heard it. So I do think if Nami meets Loki, she might just Winter Soldier his ass. Yeah, she might just mention Lola, and Loki's just over here drooling on everybody. Hard eyes start popping out. He locks in. I don't know.
There's only one person I feel bad for. Like through this entire flashback and Elbaph, there's one person that I'm just like, oh man, you just got royally screwed.
Who?
And you've been screwed in the past and screwed in the future. The biggest of moms, man. Charlotte Lindland.
Dude, I think Big Mom knew about this transformation. Because the way they talked about it, she was like, hey, like, if I had, you know, him on my side, like, we would have ruled the world. It's like, I see it now.
But you got to think about it.
Big Mom and Loki
Big Mom
together?
was supposed
Nasty.
Not only Big Mom and Loki's side. It was supposed to be Big Mom, Loki, and Katakuri with Kaido's devil fruit.
Yeah, don't forget that. Don't forget that plot point.
You can't forget about that. Because then, let's say Big Mom's the captain, Loki's the right hand, Katakuri's like the second commander. Like, that's with Kaido's devil fruit. She's a pirate king.
No, dude, you know how crazy it would be? Like, you don't know anything about Big Mom's army, and you just hear about a dragon. Let's say you're strong. You beat Katakuri. You're like, we did it. We took down the dragon of Big Mom. And then they're like, no, this was just the second in command. And then here comes Loki.
Here happened. So we have a mirror world, right?
Yeah.
Luffy barely beats Katakuri with Kaido's devil fruit, right? But the thing is, Luffy had to go Gear 5 to do this one, right? To beat Katakuri with Kaido's devil fruit. And it's like,
nasty upscaling from you.
We finally beat Katakuri, and Luffy's walking out. And all you hear is doom. Doom. Doom.
That's crazy.
And then you see Loki walking up, and he said, Mama told me I gotta take care of business. And then he transforms. It's like, oh, that was the dragon. And then the end of One Piece. That's it.
That'd be nasty, dude. Here. Like, yeah, Loki's just a menace. Insane.
Bro, she'd rule the world. Well, okay, let me slow down. Let me slow down a little bit. She would rule the world. Because I don't think you just need Loki to beat the world government.
She'd have all of Elbaph too. That's the thing, right? She didn't just say Loki. She'd have Elbaph by her side.
That's tough.
I think Elbaph would have slid. Okay. I mean, we don't know when the Lola thing was happening, but it sounded like Elbaph would have rallied behind him. So maybe it was before King Harold died. Timelines are tough on this one.
Things played out ideally for Big Mom. Katakuri gets the devil fruit. She gets Loki. Kaido has a different fruit at this time. So maybe Kaido isn't as powerful. Does Big Mom force Kaido to work with her? Does he just work with Big Mom because there's no betrayal?
Maybe. I mean, hell, even current day, through the betrayal, Big Mom and Kaido still work together. Yeah.
So if Big Mom, like Kaido, Kaido is still going to be strong no matter what. He gets a different devil fruit. He still takes over Wano, whatever. And now Big Mom has Loki, has Katakuri. He's like, yo, Kaido, join me. Kaido's like, whatever. I don't know. It'd be scary.
It'll be a scary pirate crew. And then, like, yeah, Loki's right there beside him. And let's say Loki, because he was such a great influence on Kaido and because Kaido never ate that devil fruit, Kaido was a nicer guy, a better dad. And Yamato actually turned out to be the daughter that Kaido always wanted. Yamato's a cruel and ruthless monster.
But what about King being like a decent person as well? Because like Kaido no longer thinks he's Joy Boy. And then King actually is a character. And so Big Mom has like all these different, but then would Kaido be experimented on?
So many questions. I think people still wanted Kaido because he's an Oni, right?
Right.
Not just the devil fruit, but he was also an Oni.
You get a different devil fruit then. But either way, it all ends up with Big Mom and Kaido allying,
And
that,
Loki's
but
right there.
Big Mom's crew is way stronger, because the right, not even the right hand, her second commander has Kaido's devil fruit, and that's not even with including Kaido working with her. Like,
I like how you're just focused so solely on Katakuri.
that's the linchpin.
Yeah. It's not Loki, guys. It's not Elbaph. It's Katakuri with Kaido's devil fruit.
Oh my god, he'd be so broken.
That'd be something. Yeah, good luck, Emu, man. I hope that he just pulls out and beats Luffy and Loki back. Because the thing is, you know, as much as I wouldn't say we're downplaying Emu, we're just not believing in him right now. But this isn't his first rodeo. You know, Emu has fought Joy Boy in the past that had the Sun God Nika Devil Fruit, who is definitely leagues stronger than Luffy, and I'm sure he knows what Loki is too. So he's possibly fighting two people who are still not in their primes or hasn't mastered the Devil Fruit powers. Maybe Emu does win here, based on that prior.
I don't know if Joy Boy's
combat
heart was in
knowledge.
it. I don't know if Joy Boy's heart was in it.
When fighting Emu?
Yeah.
I mean, even if Joy Boy's heart wasn't in it and he was going easy,
Yeah.
he still knows what a better version of Nika looks like.
Maybe. Because it's kind of like Joy Boy's writing letters, you know, saying, my bad. I couldn't come back. So I think maybe he knew it was inevitable.
So you're saying Joy Boy never really fought Emu?
I think he fought Emu, but it's like, I think he knew he was cooked.
Okay.
And somebody did say we gotta kind of have a conversation about Joy Boy. Did you see that?
No, what'd they say?
Because they had like Emmett, they had like
Poseidon,
yeah. They had
dude, whatever.
It's like, yo, how do you get folded?
Whatever the world government had, it must have been devastating, and it's got to be something we don't have today. I mean, brother, you bring Zunisha, Emmett, Loki, and Joy Boy into a room, they're beating pretty much everybody. Like, I do not know how Emu alone won, unless those 20 kingdoms were just cracked.
Besides, we really haven't seen Emu fight.
We haven't, but, like, are you expecting Emu to be like a taijutsu master, just throwing crazy fists that send everybody flying?
Basically, all Emu has done this entire time is puppeteering.
Yeah.
And just tanking. Dome Reversy, puppeteering, the tail at Sabo. So it's all been very casual stuff. I think this could be a moment here to show just... Because we're saying, oh, Emu's strong, but we don't know how strong Emu... Because we haven't seen him fight.
They've just been doing Dome Reversy, man.
Dome Reversy. And regen. So what... When we finally see Emu on the offensive, like, for instance, if Emu can replicate devil fruits, every devil fruit in the world in some way, then it's like, okay, that's pretty broken. And then also change size. So it's I'm not underestimating Emu. I think, obviously, like you said, they've been on top for 900 years plus. So
I want to see Emu
they got something.
Whip out the 1-inch punch.
1-inch punch.
Yes. Just Emu's like over here flexing their strength. Maybe Luffy uses like a Gear 5th Dawn Gatling and Emu just puts up one finger. Everything's done. Blocks all of it.
I think, yes, I was thinking a finger as well. But like, I think it's just like I'm thinking of Dragon Ball, right? And I think an insane display of power was when I was watching the Bardock special, and Bardock was tearing through everybody, and just, oh my god, Bardock is so strong, and Bardock is like and sent this insane blast towards Frieza. And Frieza just came out and was like...
One finger and just brought up the... What is it, like the supernova attack?
It's like a death ball. I don't know. But like, it destroyed everything. Where it just really showed the difference and the distance between Frieza and Bardock. So it's like, we haven't seen that yet with Emu. Like truly the distance between Emu and everybody else. We understand the broken powers like Dome Reversy, etc., and how much Emu can control other people. But what can Emu do? Unless that's Emu's power, just control. Then Dome Reversy is the trump card he has. Then that would be
sad.
That'd be very disappointing.
That'd be very sad.
That'd be very disappointing. So we got to see it. It would be cool if Emu shows something here to at least show the threat level, right? Just show what they can do. So it might happen, but we need something. We need something to walk away with to say, okay, we got some work to do. Because we need that hype for the final war.
The idea about bringing back Saint Shamrock, I think, is a lot of fun. Because, Shamrock was talking that shit, dude. He said, yo, Loki, if you weren't in chains, the result would be the same. You'd still get beaten down. It's like, okay, does he know what Loki is? Because there's a possibility.
Here's something to consider, too. I just thought about it. Loki's fighting somebody, right?
Okay.
Like, say Shamrock pulls up, he challenges Loki. He's in regular form. I don't know how easy it would be for Loki to turn into this large continental dragon to fight somebody that small.
You lose him. Like, if that person is fast, you lose him.
Right. You're gonna... There's no way you can pinpoint exactly where he is. So in battle, more than likely Loki's using his hybrid form.
Yeah.
Right? And it's shown that he can get hurt. Gunko was hurting him. Of course, he wasn't defending himself, but he can get hurt. So if you're fighting Loki, if you're not that size, you're not fighting this. You're fighting more than likely hybrid Loki. That's still enormous, but gettable, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, I got you. Like, Loki's so big that I'm sure, like, a fire blast could take over an entire country. But if you can, like, jump really high in the sky, Loki would lose sight of you pretty easily. Unless his eyes just make up for it, unless his observation is just that crazy. So it's like, yeah, maybe it is, like, just more reasonable for Loki to go hybrid and fight you there. And in that instance, yeah, I could see, Shanks, Shamrock, everybody having a good chance. But it's tough. I hope Shamrock isn't just all talk. I hope that he actually knew what Loki was when he said that he could beat him. And I feel like there's a chance that they do know, because Loki does have that special bounty. And I'm assuming that's because they know like Shamrock, what he is. But that's just hope. That's hope.
I don't think they know exactly what he is. I'm sure people, we're like the Herald legend. Yeah. They're like, oh, it's a giant that was destroying ships. I'm sure they talked about a dragon that was flying around wreaking havoc. But I'm thinking like Loki.
For 8 years, mind you. Loki's been flying around for 8 years. No way
you didn't make
nobody has any account on him.
Yes, I'm sure but the people that probably do or saw him probably didn't.
You think they're dead?
Make it very far.
Everybody who knows what Loki is effing died. Yeah, they're all cooked, actually.
It's funny if Loki was sailing the seas. I'm sure he had a boat trying to find Mary Joa, but couldn't in 8 years.
I'm not going to lie, if you're that size, if you can fly island to island in the span of a minute and you can't find Marie Joie, you might be a little bit,
I told you.
Going back to what Brago said, Brago was like, yeah, I was looking through Loki's dialogue. I thought there was something mentally wrong with him. Maybe you were cooking. If he couldn't find Marie Joie for 8 years while on the open seas, maybe something happened. Maybe he was looking for Lola.
I mean, we know for a fact he didn't.
Wait a minute. Maybe he was looking for Lola. He was looking for his long lost lover. He's like, oh, where is she? Where is she?
Maybe.
Do you think that Loki would kill Gotti the minute he finds out that Gotti married her? Do you think he'd be jealous?
No. I think he'd be jealous, but I think he'd want Lola to be happy.
Yeah. He'd accept it? Oh!
Yeah, he'd accept it.
Everybody's wanting Loki to join the Straw Hat crew. I got one better. He joins Capone.
Beige?
Yeah, he joins Capone so he could be near Lola.
That's crazy because that does not move the needle for how strong that crew. I mean, they become a stronger crew, but like
Loki's essentially the captain at that point. He's like, hey. Oh man.
Yeah, you know, yeah, he'd be the captain. That doesn't do much for the overall narrative. But no, Loki's sailing for 8 years and not finding Mary Joa. I mean, he ran into Shanks. What the hell was he doing for 8 years? Like you said, he could have been doing so much. Probably looking for those giants that was frozen, you know. But I'm sure the end goal was Mary Joa. Even going back, it seemed like Shanks came to visit him after he was locked up and tied up in recent years. Because his underlings, they were like, oh, we don't want to get knocked out again.
Please, no more.
That's when Loki called Shanks a coward. So I'm thinking Shanks packed him up, brought him back. They tied him up. I think he escaped. And they took everybody to tie him up again. And then Shanks pulled up again to have a conversation with them. And I would not be surprised if Loki tried to reason with him as far as like, hey, because I mean, everybody that kind of showed up, he didn't make a deal with the God Knights, and now we know why. Why he was so adamant. He's like, I would never join you guys.
Yeah.
Because of what happened to his dad. He knows about that. But he was trying to strike a deal with Luffy right away. Like, yo, just let me out, you know.
Let me go, and this is all cool, man.
Yeah. So, Loki's an interesting character, man. Very interesting character.
I'm liking Loki, dude. I think Loki's making this arc really, really enjoyable.
Do you agree with the fact that he's a tsundere?
Yes. 100%. That is his anime archetype. He is a tsundere through and through. There's no changing it, man.
Yeah, even this chapter is not a good thing. I'm a destroyer.
Get off my back. I can't guarantee your safety right now. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Loki.
Yeah.
You know he cares about Elbaph, man.
Loki walks into a restaurant. He's like, hey, give me some food or I'm going to destroy it.
I'm the sun god. I mean, hell, even going back to like, what was it? Like the whole thing where we heard about Elbaph took him down and, you know, they just barely did it because he tried to escape crucifixion. I'm going to be honest, man. I think Loki could have killed all of Elbaph, but he didn't. I think he actually cares about the giants here.
What was the name of that JJK chapter? Was it?
Which one?
Was it the JJK? Was it the strongest of the past versus the strongest of today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You forget who's in Elbaph, right?
Who's in Elbaph?
You forget yourself.
Lay it down.
The one and only
Yarl?
Swordhead Yarl. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't think Yarl's doing anything to Loki. Unless he, like I said, unless Bonnie de-ages his ass, he's, you know, we can't really talk about him seriously.
I don't know. This man is still alive. It's even funnier now when you think about him saying his helmet saved him. Because, like, what the hell? What is going on there? But he's still kicking, man. He's still kicking it. All the nightmares are going after him. He's still doing his thing, bro. I respect Yaro now. I thought he was an old, senile bum. No, man. He's an old, senile
he's actually
legend.
that guy. He's actually legend, super man. Cool.
Respect Big Yarl.
Respect
Do you like
Big
more
Yarl.
Yarl or Makarov?
What's up?
Do you like more Yarl or Makarov?
Yarl.
Wow.
Yeah. I think Yarl's pretty cool. Hey, I've been a Yarl enjoyer for a while now, so, you know. And Makarov, I just don't like him because he's short.
Can't help that.
It's kind of ugly, too.
He's just an older man.
Yeah. So is Yarl. And guess what? He's big as hell.
So you like big men?
Between, you know, this is going to sound kind of crazy because, you know, I've been a giant hater for a while now. But between a giant and a small person, I will pick the giant.
So giants over Tontadas.
Giants over Tontadas, 100%.
So you like Loki more than Luffy?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Ooh.
I like Loki's character. I like his personality. If he is a tsundere, I think that's kind of funny. I really do enjoy Loki a lot. I think Oda did a good job, like, with his character. Luffy's a better MC.
I will destroy you.
Luffy's a better MC, but I really like Loki. But it might be recency bias, the R word, hard R. You saw the meme somebody made? They were like, oh, this is what Enies Lobby would look like if Oda wrote it nowadays. And it's just Luffy, Zoro, Sanji on the thing. Nobody else, like the other Shirats were just like erased. And then when you were missing for a week and JJK was hitting its high with the Maki episode, everybody was like, yeah, Oda could not like do anything with Maki. He wouldn't be able to have a single character like Maki in One Piece. And people were drawing like, oh, this is what it would look like. And it was Maki with like really big boobs. They're like, oh, almost as strong as the man known as Toji. They silhouetted half of her face. And then it was just, it was crazy, man.
I said this.
The slander
was
was
that
high.
And I was like, damn, do we have a female character like Maki in One Piece?
Closest we got is Yamato, and even then it's like,
oh,
it's not part of the crew.
I would say Boa, right? Because she has like something that could technically, I don't know, put her on the level of like the top tiers, like Maki.
But there's a difference between like Maki's character and Boa's character, though. Like personality-wise. Yeah, dude. Okay, Boa and Maki are like, it's like the moon and the stars. Like, yeah, it's up in space, but they're kind of far apart, man.
New Maki?
New Maki, yeah, New Maki and Boa Hancock.
Okay, here's the thing.
Boa's
I think
like
Boa Hancock,
just a Luffy fangirl.
That's what I'm saying. I think Luffy, that's what we think of. When we think of her character, we think of like her interactions with Luffy, but that's not who she is.
That is who she is. That's her like deep-seated thoughts.
But that's who she is around one person. When she's not around Luffy, that's who she really is. It's kind of like somebody that's like in love. That's not how they are. That's just how they are when they're like around that person. So who's Boa? Like outside of Luffy, what's Boa's personality?
She's pretty cold. But the thing is, Maki also has a guy too. She likes Yuta. But guess what? She's not fawning over him with hard eyes every 2 seconds.
Yeah, but that's like the Oda gag thing. Like, if we removed a gag from like Boa, she's kind of, I mean, Maki, like, post everything was kind of cold. She was just like stoic.
I think another difference is just the showing of powers too. Like, Boa hasn't looked great in a while.
Oda nerfs her. Because he has to. Well, that's just how Oda does things.
And I was swinging for Boa, man. I remember during the whole Blackbeard thing, I was like, oh, dude, I think Boa, like, you know, put him on his knees for a little bit. But and then we got the anime original stuff, and it's like, oh, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, you didn't see anything.
It's this is not gonna sound good, but it's the truth, all right? Oda's caveat, man. He protects every character. So he would say like, oh, these characters would die if Blackbeard let Boa go. But in comes Rayleigh to facilitate it. So Boa doesn't really get the credit for, you know, kind of quelling the entire thing. So when people think of Boa, they think of, well, she got caught by Blackbeard and she had to be saved by Rayleigh. But like she has the potential to be like one of the strongest in One Piece easily because of her powers and like how strong she is generally. But like Oda's not ever going to show it because,
I mean, and then it goes back to the slander.
Yeah, which is fair.
It's fair slander,
fair.
but you know, like you said, it's Oda's style of writing, so it's not like we're not gonna get around it.
No, that's the thing. It's kind of like One Piece is not about that. JJK is about the fights. right? The fights is a major part of the story. Where One Piece, that's just not the focus. But
Yeah. Different focuses, and I think they have very different intentions with the characters.
And obviously, we know which one is, more successful, at least. And to a lot of people, better. There's some people that think JJK is better than One Piece, but,
I was about to say, like, which one is that? Because, like, yeah, if you compare tit for tat, like, JJK did a lot of numbers for just 200 chapters. It was, like, best-selling manga for past couple of years, actually. I'm not saying, like, it's better than One Piece, but, it was doing it did its thing
for a few years.
Yeah.
And Modulo, I gotta say, man, if this is Gege testing the waters, if he brings back Modulo full time and he keeps this consistency, yeah. And then, so JJK is great. JJK is amazing, but One Piece, is amazing as well. So
that week was funny,
it's
dude.
kind of like comparing
apples and oranges.
It's tough when we do this. It is really apples and oranges. It's kind of like the situation where it's like, it's a test to climb the tree and we have the elephant and the monkey. And it's like, yeah. The monkey's going to win this test. So, yeah,
I say,
JJK has better
when it
fights.
comes to series slander, I say take it on the chin, have a good laugh.
Take it on the chin.
It.
One Piece fans are not good at that.
No. I saw a lot of One Piece fans getting really defensive, and it's like, guys, it's just it's a funny joke, man. Come on.
I gotta defend my people though. I think it's just because it's so many One Piece fans. We see, and we're in the One Piece community, we see so much of it. But I see other fan bases losing their minds on One Piece all the time.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
There's a guy I watch on YouTube, and pretty often he's like, "Man, fuck One Piece," and it's like,
and it's like, you ask them why, and it's like, "Oh, the fan base is toxic," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you're a Naruto fan."
Yeah,
but
fan base wars are just so funny. Like I said,
it's fan base.
Just enjoy the series, have fun with it. If your series has flaws, that could be any series.
I would say the chillest fan base I've seen so far. I think the Tokyo Ghoul fan base is pretty chill.
No, they're not.
I haven't interacted with any. Oh, you've had some run-ins?
Maybe the Trojan X fan base is cool. Tokyo Ghoul is toxic back in the day, man.
I've seen, like, I know a bunch of Tokyo Ghoul people. They're chill, but maybe, like, I haven't interacted with the worst of the worst. Haven't reached the demons yet.
They're all dead
The Trojan X is pretty dope. JoJo, the JoJo fan base is amazing.
JoJo fan base is generally nice, yeah.
JoJo fan base is amazing. You know what? The Fairy Tail fan base is pretty cool too.
No, they're not.
They're pretty cool too.
They
man.
cannot take any jokes on the chin. The minute we mention Fairy Tail, Fairy Tail,
because it's not jokes with the Fairy Tail. I think it's gone too far. Now it's just abuse. It's abuse, man.
Maybe.
Like, I feel like people don't want to give Fairy Tail credit for anything, and now they're fighting back.
I'm not saying the One Piece fan base is good either. I think the One Piece fan base is pretty toxic.
The One Piece fan base is toxic.
One Piece fan base is toxic.
It's toxic. One Piece fan base is pretty toxic, yeah.
But I guess JoJo's is just like the shining star out there.
JoJo's is great. JoJo's is great.
I've seen no beef with the JoJo fans.
Hunter x Hunter can be pretty pretentious.
Yeah.
Can't lie about that. Can be pretty pretentious. JJK as well, kind of in the same vein.
Yeah. Naruto, Boruto for sure.
Attack on Titan, they're fighting back because all they hear is how the show has a terrible ending. And I kind of feel them because they're like, okay, so you enjoy 95% of the show and all you talk about is the last 5%. Everyone's like, yeah, shit sucked.
It's like Game of Thrones, you can't help it. Where it's like it's an amazing series, but people just think about season 8,
which is unfair. I think.
And then it goes back to Attack on Titan, right? Like you like 95%.
The ending is important, but like in general, if I'm filled 95%. That's probably, well, it's like 95% A, at worst B plus. There's no way I'm gonna shit on something for like a C ending.
It's fair.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fair. I still like Game of Thrones.
Naruto, I think throughout was like B plus, A plus here and there. Especially that run from Pain to like the Kage Summit.
Oh yeah, because that's where we get the Sasuke Itachi fight too.
It was peak for like a good minute. Of course, like not the anime because it's so much filler, but the anime was great too. But the filler was insane, insane. I still feel like Naruto did so much, not only for me, but I think for like relationships and friends I made along the way.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what do you mean by relationships? Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I had a lot of girlfriends because of Naruto.
Know, I think a lot of people can agree. One of the best things about One Piece is talking about One Piece to like friends or just people online and stuff like that. Comment
the community.
Section. That's the community. I think that's true for most fan bases.
One Piece is different though. It's like it's so many subsets of the community.
Theorists, agendas, like memes.
Theorists, agendas, memes, power scalers, shippers. So it's just like we have all these different groups in One Piece, and I think you can thrive within those small subsets if you choose to. And I think also like the community helps you enjoy the story even more because like people will pull shit out their ass from just like, I forgot about this. There's like, well, do you remember chapter 59 when there was Richie thinking about fighting somebody? It was a black dragon and a lion.
That's like, actually good. It's actually Loki. Yeah, I saw that one.
But that's like the community, right? So it's just, like I said, every fan base has like their things. So I try not to criticize any, but some a little bit, more edgier than others. And, I think for some like Kagurabachi and Sakamoto and those, they're too young. It's too soon to tell. Wait, how do you feel about the Demon Slayer fan base?
I just see them always getting cooked.
I don't see no fight back.
Yeah, they don't fight back.
There's no fight.
And like I said, take a joke on the chin. But yeah, stand up for yourself too, man. It's one thing to take a joke and be like, oh yeah, it's fine, but they're not fighting back.
You know what I see Demon Slayer fans
I'm not even like the biggest Demon Slayer guy, but it's like, damn, guys, come on.
I see a lot of Demon Slayer fans say, they say, shit, you're not wrong. I think especially when the author came out and was like, oh, the effects are not real.
Oh, no. See, that's a thing when it comes to Demon Slayer. We pretend like that interview never happened.
Didn't hear that. We didn't hear that.
Yeah, that interview where the author said that none of those effects exist, yeah, we ignore it.
The stupidest shit ever.
Why would you say that about your series? What? Tanjiro's not actually shooting fire? What?
I think it's
brother, just say that's happening and just move on.
You know what I think happened?
You never had to address it.
She probably tried to be more symbolic and poetic and, oh yeah, it's just and it just came off as, no, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's just stupid. Sorry. Can't agree with that. So yeah. Love Demon Slayer. I really like Demon Slayer.
I really enjoy the anime.
The anime is really good.
The anime, the movies. God.
Love the movies. Really love the movies. So, shout out to Demon Slayer. Changed the game.
Yeah, it did. It changed the meta of anime movies as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, maybe we get some good One Piece movies that are canon in the future, but
whoa.
We'll see.
We haven't had a good One Piece movie in a while.
We need film.
But we haven't had a great One Piece movie in a while. We had a good One Piece movie.
Oh. I got an idea. We need a One Piece movie featuring a strong God Knight to bring the stocks back home.
Well, Sai, that can happen, but unfortunately, the movie's going to end with the God Knight turning into a giant.
Oh my god, the fucking kaiju thing. Yeah. The movie's
It's
gonna
like a
end.
thing.
They become a kaiju, and then guess what? Everybody just lands a nice hit on them.
I want to say the last 3 or 4 movies were like that. Red was like that. Gold was like that. Stampede was like that.
Yeah. Just here's that opponent super beefed up. Have fun hitting him.
Yeah. Just yeah. It is what it is.
Not exactly our favorite trope, but
nope.
It is what it is.
Not at all.
Just take it on the chin. But with that being said, though, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to check out BDA Law over on YouTube. He does One Piece videos on the side as well. He also has another channel called BDA Raw where he reacts to anime content. If you want to see exclusive things, he also has a Patreon as well. You could find it because his username is BDA Law. And every now and then, whenever a chapter releases, he will also react to One Piece chapters live. And you can find him over at Brago D Ace.
Hold on. I don't like this framing.
What do you mean?
Because this framing makes it seem like I have like 18 channels. Somnus.
You do have all these channels. These are literally yours. Oh, he also has another channel that will make a comeback one day at Don Brago over on YouTube as well. So
as
make sure
long
to
as you check out Somnus, Psyduck, Cyclops, Psy spoilers.
Now you're just making shit up.
And Sayonara. Check that
half
out
of those do not even exist. All of Brago's channels do exist and will be linked down below as per usual.
Look them up. Look them up, guys. Sayonara is Sai talking about blinds.
I do not know what he's talking about. Peace out, guys. Stay safe.